Welcome to the 2025 shed season. Excited to get this thing started. I'm a little late, to be honest with you, but that happens sometimes. But anyway, Remy is somewhere over here. Where you at, Rem? There he is. Anyway, we are out for an overnight trip. Stay out here for the evening. I don't know. You can try the spot. I've hit this area before. Had success some years, but honestly, it was a pretty mild winter. So, to be perfectly honest, I'm not anticipating too much, but we're going to be hopeful anyway. And who knows? You never know till you try, right? We really haven't seen any elk signs, so that's bad. I've seen a few deer. That's good. But yeah, we just left the buggy. It's our first walk, so we'll get this in this and see how it goes. So, well, Remy's gonna try and claim that one, but he stood there for quite a while before we found it, before he saw it. But anyway, whatever. Good job, buddy. Huh? First one of the trip. Old chalky deer shed. Hopefully they get better. Let's go. You're gonna go ahead and take that one for a ride. Only went about 50 yards and another deer shed. Pick it up, let's go. Good job, bud. Nice little 3-point. Good job. Good boy. Good job, yeah. Okay, well, we are into the chalk. We'll keep going. That's a good sign. Little spike bull. Still got his antlers. It's still pretty early for those guys to be dropping. Alright, we're gonna do some glass around here. At least we saw an elk, right? That's a good start. Well, I'm really hoping to find something a little better than this kind of stuff today. Hi, Remy. But we'll take it. That's our third chalky deer antler of the day. And Remy's off. Alright, well, I think you can see that. There's an elk antler right down there out in the grass. So that is literally the first elk antler of the year, first elk antler of the trip. But I'm gonna sit up here. I can glass quite a bit of this grassy little area here. I'm gonna glass the rest of this real quick, see if we can't find something else in there. So it's white. I don't know if it's chalky or a hard white, but we're gonna find out here shortly. But we're gonna do a little more glass. Well, this day is really starting to shape up. Be a pretty decent day. This is a lot newer deer antler right here. Pretty decent one too. Ooh, super nice 4-point. What do you think, Graham? It's a couple years old, but it's a good one. Might do a pickup on that actually. Dang, that's super cool. That is a freaking dandy deer antler, you guys. That's bigger than I even thought it was, actually. Look at that. What do you think, Graham? Man, he is super tall. Not much of an eye guard. It's I'm gonna say it's probably 3 years old. Look out, come on. Come here, buddy. Yeah. I'm gonna say it's probably 3 years old. But wow. Can't tell me too many people wouldn't be happy with that. I'm stoked. That's a keeper. Okay, we're gonna look around here for a minute, see if we can't find the other side of this. If not, we know we got that elk antler down there. That's why I wanted to come up and check some more of these. There seem to be right on the edge of this sagebrush and this grassy area, so that's super cool. Wow, man, I wish I'd have found him a couple years ago, but I like it. I like it a lot. What you got, buddy? That is actually our first official elk shed of the year. I know we found the other one, but we haven't went and picked it up yet. He's like, that might be a year or two old. Super cool. What do you think? Ouch. What do you think, bud? You can carry that one around too. Hey, let's go. Come on. Oops. Good job. Good job. All right, let's see if we can find another one. Another old chalky deer shed, but you know what? We were taking them all today. Absolutely. Oh, it's rough. What do you think, buddy? All right, we're almost. There's that elk antler. Looks like it's a bit of a raghorn. Can't tell. Not shabby. A little 5-point bull. Will be. Oh no, she is a little 6-point bull, isn't it? Stopped recording for some reason. Anyway, yeah, nothing special, but we're on the board with a decent, okay little, decent, okay little is that thing, elk antler. So we'll walk this strange a little more. Maybe he dropped the other side in here too. Who knows? All right, thought I'd do a little pickup on this guy since it's the first one of the year. He said nothing special, but what the heck? Kind of cool. Oddball third there. Kind of an oddball rack, to be honest with you. Anyway, feels good to be on the board. An elk antler, I'm not gonna lie. That is a total on this trip. This is, I think, 6 antler, I want to say. 4 deer, no, 5 deer, so 7. And a little spike bull and this guy. So hopefully we can find some bigger ones, but hey, I'm happy with these. They don't weigh as much, so they're kind of not so bad to walk around with. All right, pretty sure that's some part of an elk antler sticking up there. I'm not sure, but let's walk up there and find out. All right, getting there. Looks like a pretty okay antler. It's hard to tell. Heck yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little compact 6. It's a little bit chalky, but hey, we're gonna take it. Awesome. All right, we'll probably do a pickup on that. Why not? Okay. Well, just a little 6-point bull, but man, it would have been nice to find him a couple of years ago. But nice little bull. Cool. Nothing special, but we're on the board for day 2. This is the morning of day 2, by the way. I don't think I did update last night. So we got camp set up last night. Totally moved out of the area, by the way, that we were in, because we did see some bulls in there that were still packing their antlers, some pretty decent ones. So we boogied out of there, and we're going to give them another week or 2 and come back and see if we can't find those. But so we moved completely out of that area, and this is an area I haven't hit in several years, and maybe I should have. Anyway, we're not even a mile into the walk yet, so it's a good start today. All right, we'll keep going. All right, well, we got buddy. I've been there for a minute, huh? Good job. Well, I saw a bunch of deer in here this morning, so I was really hoping we'd find some fresh antlers in here. We're not too awful far in yet, but so maybe we'll find some. But anyway, it was pretty weird. There's a helicopter. I don't know if he saw those deer and was circling around them, or if maybe he found a shed on the ground that they were trying to get a better look at. I don't know, but we're gonna go find out. But yeah, and anyway, he flew right over the top of me. So I don't know what he was doing today, but if there is a shed up here, hopefully we beat him to that. So stay tuned. Bye. Most likely that's what those guys were chasing around in that helicopter. Can't tell. I think I see a couple of bulls in there still packing. So we might come back this way in another week or two. Anyway, mystery solved. You were a little early, so we're definitely gonna come back. I planned on coming back anyway, but at least I get an idea where some bulls are at, and maybe in a few weeks we were gonna get lucky and find some sheds. So, but so far, I'm gonna do one last. About 2 miles from the buggy. I'll do one last little loop here, heading back towards that, and we'll get out of here. But I found 9 so far. Nothing special. They're all fairly old, but it's a good start, right? So obviously maybe we'll find some more. So it doesn't look like the bulls in this herd are too big. So I think the ones that I saw last night, there was 3 bulls just hanging together, and they looked like they were okay bulls. So we'll probably look for those first. So anyway, I'll get back with you when I get back. Bye. All right, looks like another little shocky one, but I think that's gonna put me at 10 for the trip. I'll take that. What you got, Ram? What you got, buddy? Oh man, that one's pinky. Oh, sweet, there's the other side. That's awesome. I don't even know if it's the other side. I don't think so. That's crazy. Let's check this out. What the heck? Oh, that's gonna go like that. It's my first day. Sorry. Yeah, probably. It's a set. Look at that. That's cool. Alright. 100 years old. Well, I just almost walked right by this one. Barely caught it. I'm assuming it's another chalky one. Yes, sir. This, oh boy, that was a decent antler at one point. Cool. Keep going. I'll take one more before I get back to the buggy. Another old chalky sucker. Ram. Cool. We are in chalk heaven today. This weekend, I guess. All right. Well, there's this weekend's haul. Not too shabby. I should probably set them up a little better than that. All right. Well, there's the weekend's haul. Not too shabby. A lot of chalk.